Hello. How you doing? I am definitely having a Monday. Let's get this intro going. It's time to go live. Time to go live. It's 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 time to go live. Thank you, Summer Savage, as always, for the delightful custom-made, handmade, artisan, free-range, grass-fed intro. Cruelty-free, even. Would you believe? So, I'm dealing with the things. I'm doing the stuff. I'm being productive. And in the midst of all of it, today, one of my stupid, spiky eggs decides that it's going to claw its way out of my ovary. To do what? Nothing. The bridges were burned a long time ago, and then they were removed completely. So all it's going to do is go over the cliff like a flung lemming and eventually absorb back into my body after being free range for a while. Pointless, I tell you. It's absolutely pointless. Except, now that I had the uterus, and that caused me problems for literally decades. So I'm thinking that the eggs, or the ovaries anyway, trying to get they get back. Trying to avenge the uterus, maybe. I don't know. What I do know is that it's rude and it's unpleasant. I object very strongly to it. And unfortunately, I also object very strongly to all of the hormonal crap that goes along with it. Because now, I'm getting messages and I'm, being informed of other things, and I'm receiving emails, and now I'm feeling all kinds of different ways about all kinds of different stuff, and hormones being what they are, and depression being what it is. Those ants that Tommy talks about, those automatic negative thoughts. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They are loud bitches today. So, I can't say that it's been the worst day ever, because it hasn't. But it's been a difficult day in my head and a difficult day in my body today. I don't like it. But I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to cover it up. I know what's causing it. Chemicals are making me mad. Chemicals are making me feel bad about, name it, everything. So, I put on some lip stain and I ran a brush through my hair and put it all up because it's getting in my way. And also I hate it, and I can't get anything done with it, and it's so stupid, and my hair is dumb, and there's a lot going on today. So everything's dumb. I put on some lip stain. I dragged a brush through my hair, put it up, and didn't even bother putting on a bra. Nope. Still in my PJs. So, but on a positive note, I do have to say that Beth, to whom you all put ones in the chat yesterday, Beth took a look at yesterday's live stream and she watched it, and she put a comment on the stream, but she wanted me to also convey her thanks to you all for all of the healing wishes, all of the good stuff, all of the juju and the prayers and everything. She and her husband both really appreciate y'all taking a moment out of your day to think of her. And she can't go on the cruise, but her neurosurgeon said that she is in the 4% of humans that survive what she went through. And she's got a good prognosis. So if that means she can't travel, I'm okay with that. Real okay with that. Because it means she's going to stick around for a while. So I'm down with that. That's a real positive for me. Looks like we've got another cabin dropping out. However, that was confirmed this evening, and I'm bummed about it, but I know, despite what the ants are saying, that it's not my fault. The ants are really on my case about that, though. So I'm gonna have another balcony available. I did see that there was somebody in the group that, or in Reese's group, I guess, in the Reese's PCs, who asked if there was still cabins available. So I left a comment on there and said, hey, reach out to me. It absolutely is. Drop me an email. Let's talk ship. So hopefully they do. And maybe fingers crossed we can put them in a balcony and not lose that cabin. Just swap out the people in it, because otherwise, once I let those balconies go, they are free. They're in the wild. Anybody can snap them up. And I really want to be able to offer them to my clients, because mine. Because I want to be able to offer my clients the best possible cabins that I can. So, fingers crossed, this other person wants a balcony. Yeah, that's what I got right now. Yeah, that's what I got. Let's say hi to some people, shall we? Summer Savage, our intro queen, first into the room, first to drop a chat. Thank you very much, ma'am. Tamber June, hey-o! I always hear that in the Ed McMahon voice, and I don't know why. Diane Phelan Muller, hi. Good to see you. Deanna Downey is here too, and we're happy. I see your little waving hand. Deirdre Nikolai, hello everyone. Good to see ya. And Pup Groomer 20, hey. Hey girl. Let's see, who else we got? Everybody saying hi to everybody. Pamela SP Butterfly coming on over from Krista Melinda. I love that she sends y'all over here. I really do. And then comes on over here her own self. And that just makes me real happy. Ahoy, hoy. Ahoy. 7th. Good to see you. Hey. God Morgan. How you doing there, lady? How them ribs doing? Sandy Wendy is here. Tamara June is real sick. So I'm having trouble understanding. Hope the ants get away soon. I hope so too. They're annoying and they're rude. I don't like them and I object to their presence. Miss Sunrise Dawn, hello from North Georgia, everyone. Well, hello to North Georgia. Susie Overholtz is here. Yay! You here, but you might drop off to sleep. Well, that's all right. That's all right. Get it, girl. Get that rest. You need it. Brian Lucas is here. Hello, hello. Sloth Bear versus Mochi. Mochi. I'm not sure what's going on here, Robin Router. Please to explain. Maybe I'll figure it out. You guys, look who's here. It's Mariana Eriksdotter Bergqvist. And you know what today is? It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Mariana. I don't know if you want me to sing to you. I don't even know if you want me to make a big deal out of it, but it's your birthday, girl. And I have to at least say happy birthday. You want me to sing? I'll sing. Let's see. All the hellos and the greetings. I love it. Here's Kristen Melinda. Hi. Good to see you. Yeah, wow, huh? SP Fanny, reminding people, please hit the like or the dislike. Please subscribe. Check to see if you're still subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It's fast. It's free. It doesn't hurt at all, which is the best part, I think. Yeah, fast, free, and painless. Hit that subscribe. Tickle my bell for notifications. Select all. That'll help you. And yeah, check to see if you're still subscribed, because I know YouTube has been back on its bullshit. So, you know, it's going to do what it's going to do. And let's see where we are at, because I have a goal of 1,300 subscribers. Ooh. And I'm at 1098. So all I need is 202 to get there. Thank you. Yes, it is super news. Indeed. And one more Xenu Marlene for Beth, because, I mean, why not, right? First one of the night. Xenu Marlene. Everybody partake. Cheers, Beth. And yeah, it's a red wine kind of night. 3 grams of carbs per glass. And I have really dark chocolate. And hopefully, yeah, and that's 4 grams of carbs. So that's 7 grams. I should be solid. Yeah, it's a wine and chocolate kind of day. Wow, for Beth being in the positive 4% that recover. Yep, vibes for continued healing. Damn right. Hello, all. Hello, Danielle Urick. Good to see you. Lil Bo Beats lost her sheep. Silver lining, she doesn't have to clean up any sheep poop. Or shear them, for that matter. They get all persnickety about that. Why wouldn't you want a balcony? Isn't balcony one of the most desired cabins? Yeah, it is. It is, Pamela. Maya really wants a balcony attached to her house. Yeah, fair. The silver lining is that little Bo Beats lost her sheep, but she found a guy from Nantucket. Good job. That's delightful. Okay, that's pretty funny, Bo Beats. I like it. Hey, Lily Garfield. Good to see ya. Welcome back. Suzanne White is here. Hey. Yes, there is a new channel with Summer Savage and Doctor Who Heather. I'm super excited about it, and I'm going to be linking to it. Let's see who else is here. Everybody's telling Mariana happy birthday. Hey, Carrie Ann, good to see ya. Glad you're here. Hello, good night. That's fine. Get that rest, girl. Sleep sweet. You can't seem to pull up Summer and Heather's channel even when you put the link in. Well, that's frustrating, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Yes, please. Happy birthday to you. 생일 축하합니다. Happy birthday, Mariana. Eric's daughter Bergqvist. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Are Alan and having phone relations every night, you know? They're having some kind of phone call every night. Whether it's always relations, I have no idea. But that's also none of my business. So I haven't really asked. I do know that they have not eloped. They are not on their honeymoon. They're still on opposite sides of the world. But I know that they are in almost constant communication. Care for JC is here. Hello, Care for JC. Good evening. Oh, twice daily, 6 chemo pills for 6 months. Day 4, butt kicked. I bet it is, honey. Well, you know what? If you fall asleep, ain't nobody gonna be mad at you. There's Hef. Hey, girl. Catching up on 2X? Nice. They've been wondering about you. Red wine and dark chocolate is a fantastic combo, Summer Savage. Well, and here he is. Alan! 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 We've been wondering where you were. Everybody was asking. They were hoping that y'all were okay. And then they said, oh, they must be on their honeymoon. I bet they eloped. Well, I'm not one for speculation, but Care for JC says, happy birthday to all who are this week. Sum is on Wednesday, looks like. Tomorrow is Nora's birthday. Oh, my goodness. Tomorrow's Nora's birthday. Well, I'll just have to send her a big old email then. If that guy, well, if that guy from Nantucket was able to do it himself, Bo would never have to suck it. But, I mean, A, maybe she wants to. B, he could, but, you know, then they wind up finding you in the bathroom with a broken neck because you slipped and fell while you were, you know, or fell over or whatever while you were trying to do that thing. And it's just not as easy for people as life goes on. And well, we've been hearing about that guy for a long time. So he may not be as agile as he once was. I'm just saying, we need to remember. Cultology twins, is that what it is, Summer Savage? Okay. All right, here we go. All right, I'm popping it in the chat now, Summer. There you go. Now. Yes, they are in the damn chat. I know. If we all sing, it would be a cool a cappella group. Yes, that is true. Yesterday's help with my lunch was jizz donut. It wasn't a jizz donut. It was a Boston cream donut. And today's his birthday cake and dark chocolate? Yes. Yes, it is. We're here to cater to all sorts of different tastes here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hef, Alan, you know, Nevada is the elopement capital, and she just got ordained. She ain't saying, she's just saying. You know what she's saying. Psych on the Rocks is here. Hi, good to see you. And Bridget Alexander got them tatas out. We love to see it. Aw, Fozzie Bear. Oh my God, your gravelly voice and jazz hands just reminded me of my only stuffed animal as a kid, and still my favorite Muppet, Fozzie Bear. I love Fozzie Bear. He's a good guy. Rolf the dog is pretty cool, though, too. Nora will be live at 6 Eastern. Thank you. Why are you yelling at me? Please don't yell at me. I'm delicate today. 3 p.m. Pacific. Great. Let's see. Heard there used to be a lot of humans who could do that. For some reason, they all went extinct. Gosh, I can't imagine why, Kimberly. Can you? Have I finished plotting things? No, because nobody can tell me when the stupid gathering is going to be. And I don't want to make a purchase until somebody gives me a stupid date. But it's, you know, I can't afford to make the purchase anyway. But I don't even want to move super far forward in the planning until somebody can tell me when the damn thing is happening. Because, I mean, that's kind of important. Link works. Thank you very much, Sun. Oops. How rude of me. Hi, pretty lady and fellow stay-uppers in the house. Hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving. Hi, Bo Beats. Kim White is here. Hey, Cricket couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd check in. I'm glad to see Hef there. I was getting concerned about her. Yeah, you aren't the only one. Will eavesdrop while trying to get back to sleep. Hello to everyone. Well, hello right back to you, Kim White, and I hope that you sleep well. Oops. Looks like Deanna Downey subbed to the wrong channel, accidentally. She's subbed now, by golly. We love to hear it. Let's see. Waka, waka, waka. Indeed, 7th. In freaking deed. Down below in the description box is the email address if you want to contact me. If you have any questions, if you have any answers, if you have, I don't know, you want to book a cruise? Psst, buddy. Want to book a cruise? Hi, sunshines. Pamela, I don't know. I will look again. So there's that. That's down there. The other all the other stuff is down there. The PayPal, the Venmo that Steve-O made me get. All the other stuff is down there. But the other thing that's there that wasn't there before, that I put there by demand is my Amazon wish list. Because Ken Cole yelled at me to do it. And then a couple of other people got in on that, including Mark Hardman. So it's there now. It's in the description box. From here on in, you will be able to find it there. So there we go. Email from Saturday night, Sunday morning with a picture of the quilt I'm working on. All right, let me take a look, Pamela. In the meantime, we have the daily fill. We love Phil. We even got a massive troll on the first live. Nice. Well done. Little Red Riding Hood and the man from Nantucket rented an Airbnb from Old MacDonald to have a threesome with Little Red Riding Hood. And see, somebody else says, with a child? She's not necessarily a child if she's running about in the forest all by herself to go and visit her granny. So she's not necessarily a child. I don't know that I would call her a child. Look at this little crashed out tiny guy. We love Phil. Just crashed out in the best possible puppy way. Thank you, Brian. Hi, Melody. Good to see you. All right, let's look at emails and see what we got. Oh, that's the wrong email. Yes, here you go. Here's what I've been working on for the teacher I worked with last year. Okay, so this is the quilt that Pamela is currently working on. He is a cute little pupcake. That's the quilt that she's working on. You have me researching them now? Good thing you're not a cult leader. Researching what, honey? What are you researching, Bridget? Now I want to know. Bridget Alexander. Hi, Gretchen. Everybody's so happy to see Phil. Resent before you found it. Okay. Yeah, that's going to turn out to be a nice quilt. Good job. Yeah, it's a red wine and dark chocolate kind of night. It really is. Stupid spiky eggs. What is this? Is it a boat? Is it a ship? Are you researching ships now? Researching cabins? Oh, she's really into camping. Had a baby in December. Nice. Just got back from the wish list and I'm not okay with that poop knife. That's all right, Psych on the Rocks. Hey, you know what? I have to give a template for Matrix to work with. You know, I'm just trying to be helpful, man. And it comes in a 2-pack, so I can keep one for the house and I can send one to him. You know, just trying to be helpful, man. It's hilarious, though. You have to admit. You have to admit. That shit is funny no matter how you slice it. Ah? Oh, man. I kill me. Cruises. That's what you're researching. Nice. Well, if you want any more information, girl, just let me know. I'm here for you. I can talk about cruises all day long. So what is the poop knife for? It's for when your output is much too large to actually fit down the hole. So you break it up with a poop knife so that it will flush. That's what the poop knife is for. Any way you slice it. That shit is funny. Any way you slice it. Xena Marlene, y'all. To wish lists. Yeah, Krista, Melinda, that's how we roll. What do you mean? And that happens? Like people do that? Yeah. They do. Hef's granny had a poop knife. The poop knife is a thing. You need to get one for your friend. Her oldest keeps clogging the toilet. Yes. My oldest niece would do that all the time. Hello, David Divine Broadcasted. Boy, you came in at a great time, didn't you? Oh, my goodness. I hope you're seated, and I hope you're not drinking anything at the moment. She had a poop yardstick. That's not a poop knife. This is a knife. Oh, my God. You don't know if you should stay. Your ribs. Oh. As your brother would say, cut the crap. Nice care for JC. I mean, it's good timing. I was cleaning a bathroom wherein a small child pooped in the bathtub earlier. So, yeah. Yeah, that is good timing. Oh, psych on the rocks. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those nights. I don't know whether or not you should hang out, Maya. I started things off in a pretty low mood. And, well, and now here we are. Here we are talking about poop knives, because why not? David, have you heard of the poop knife? It's a thing. Poop knife, huh? Ew. Hey, sometimes you do what you got to do to get it broken up enough so it'll flush. Yeah, it cuts poop. It cuts poop. Yeah, if the logs that you drop in are too large to go down the hole, as Tiny Toons will say. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, the turd spurtle. It's a turd spurtle, Myrtle. Yeah, you just use it to chop things up into manageable, flushable pieces. That's what the poop knife is for. It's actually a thing. Yep, the poop spatula. Well, I mean, the change up the diet, maybe. I mean, hey, happens to everyone at one point or another, where you release a hostage that's so big that it can't fit through the door out into the wild. So you have to give it a little assistance. That's what happened the day I quit babysitting. Yes. Turd spurtle. You know what? It kills me too, care for JC. It kills It kills me too. I can't believe that even popped into my head, and then once it did, because I think somebody was trying to be, "What do you mean a poop knife? Is it like a shoehorn?" I'm like, "No, no, it is not a shoehorn to assist the poop in exiting your body. Use it for chopping it up into manageable, flushable pieces." So, yeah, that's what the poop knife is for. And yes, glow in the dark, sparkly purple poop knife. That's what Matrix is going to make for us. But I had to get a template for him to work off of, right? So you got me to laugh. Goal unlocked. Nice, Summer. Well done. Yep. Turd Spurtle. Yeah, sorry, David Devine. You came in at just the best possible time. Repurpose your popsicle stick? Oh, hell no. Popsicle stick too damn small for that. We had a 150-mile storm front 2 nights since. It was coming downstairs rods. Translation into American. 2 nights ago, there was a bunch of rain. Yes. Yes. Was it just pissing down or was it pelting? Might have been pelting. Poop knife convo originally got started when talking about keto poop. Yeah, which happens about once a week, if you're lucky. Should automatically be given out to anyone diagnosed with IBS. I'll mention that to my doctor. Deanna Downey is not chopping up poop. That's okay. You don't have to. I think my oldest niece probably needs one because, ooh, that girl can drop some deuces. You know what I'm talking about? And every once in a while, she'll just very sweetly call my brother upstairs. And when she uses that tone of voice, he knows the toilet be clogged again. Poop Knife. Good new song. David, no joke. I was just reminded Saturday night that the song Hash Pipe exists still. I forgot about it completely. The song by Weezer. In Holland, they say, "'Twas raining old ladies and sticks." That's amazing. And I'm thinking we could rewrite Hash Pipe and make it be Poop Knife instead. I have to listen to that song. It's been a while. Are you aware that Denver J is compiling a video reel of attacks on picketers by Scientologists? He has a projector, and they're going to project it in high traffic areas around the country. Nice. Very nice. Good for him. Good job, Denver J. Yeah, the poop you have when you're doing keto is large and heavy, apparently. Yeah, it collects over the course of the week. And your body has used all of the fat that you've consumed for energy. So there's none being passed along in your waste matter. So it sinks if you can ever manage to pry it out. That's when you need a shoehorn for that shit. Literally. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah. And you can never unlearn it. That is the truth. Yankovic, you know what? That would be an honor. That would be an honor if I was designated an honorary Yankovic. I don't know that I'll ever get there, but yeah, I didn't either. I recently started a low carb, almost keto diet. Yeah, have fun with that, Gretchen. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding? It's a classic. Have you ever heard the song called Detachable Penis by King Missile? Yep, 100%. Frequently, I've listened to it. And I have been on the, I spent a lot of time on the avenue where he talks about seeing his penis sitting on a blanket being sold by somebody. And so he picked it up, took it home, washed it off, and reattached it. Found something on Amazon you need to share. Sent link and email. Oh my. Well, this should be good. Oh, it's a t-shirt. Well, here you go. You could get one of these. Is your granny still around? Hef? You could get her one of these that ask me about my poop knife. I got my poop knife. Nice. That's funny. I don't know that people would want to ask about the poop knife. I mean, they might want to, but I don't know that they will. But yeah, I am familiar with detachable penis. Not first person familiar with the actual thing, but familiar with the song quite a bit. It's a classic. It's been around for a long time. Yeah. Yeah. And having, the fact that I used to live in New York, I'm well familiar with the area that he's walking around trying to find his penis. She's passed, but she would have left. Nice, Hef. Very nice. So anyway, Jay is asking, shirt is a great way to make people stay away. I mean, not for nothing. During the panini, I got one of these things. They're called Maskimals. Maskimals. And they're like giant animal heads, but like this big. And with mesh for the eyes so you can actually see through it. And they wanted people to stay 6 feet away from each other. Real good way to make that happen is to wear one of those bitches when you're walking around Target. Or on the streets. Or, yeah. Yeah. Came in real handy. I wore that walking back and forth to work. It was great. So anyway, Jay is asking for additional video clips to go on his reel. If anybody got Scientologists being nasty on camera, I think they set up an email just for that purpose. I believe that was supposed to say purpose, and she got slammed by Autocock Rocket. Today, my 2-year-old grandson, says Sunshine. Come on. Thing. Cooperate. Was asking about and trying to find my penis. Well, 2 years old. It's possible to have an age-appropriate conversation about such things. Already a t-shirt for this knife. Bridget, I didn't come up with the concept. Now, if it said turd spurtle, I'd be mad and be asking to get some royalties on that shit. But no, the poop knife has been around for a long time. A long time. I didn't originate this concept. I wouldn't have. Like that's not something that would have occurred to me. It made sense once I heard about it, as long as you have a dedicated tool for it, You don't want to be using that poop knife for anything else. But yeah, this is not a new concept. It's been around for years and years and years. You did not know this was such a thing. And that's why you come here, because we learn something new every day, don't we? Learning. is fundamental. I know I really need merch, and Doctor Who Heather, I think, had said that she was gonna help me get some designed, which is awesome. Cause yeah, I really need it. I really need it. And that's one of the things, is that if we can get a template to Todd Matrix, then he can start making them, and then we'll have purple sparkly glitter poop knives. Custom. We might even be able to carve the word turd spurtle into the handle or some shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, we're working on it. We're working on t-shirt designs. We're working on things when Doctor Who Heather has help or has time, because I know she's busy, but she's been helping me get a cruise shirt designed, and some other stuff. Hey Kiki, good to see you. Welcome back. And it is time. It is time for night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds. Time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time. A snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. This shit is not supposed to be on the handle. Maya, you are correct. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. And for those of you in the UK, in Europe, other parts of the world, like Matt and Sandy Wandy and Maya, day meds. Day meds. Daylight come and you gotta take meds. Day. Me say day meds. Daylight come and you gotta take meds. Come, Mr. Doctor Man, help me with my problems. Daylight come and you gotta take meds. Take 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, drink. Daylight come and you gotta take meds. That's all I got for right now. Sorry, Gallo. I'm trying, man. Care for JC would buy a purple sparkly poop knife. Great tea. I'm a dirty stay up. Yeah, there should be some kind of a welcome to the corner booth. I ain't choose the corner booth. Corner booth chose me. Something along those lines. We'll figure it out. Yep. Dirty stay up. Dirty stay up. Member OSA, Official Smut Association. With some water for the kitchen sink. Nice. Brian Lucas. You love this song, Sandy Wandy? Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. I'm feeling kind of meh about it. You like that version of Night Meds? Okay. Every night it's a little bit different. Makes you want to take some meds. Well, you know, if you have meds that you're supposed to be taking anyway, there's your reminder. Brian, are you on well water? We are. We're out here in the sticks and we are on well water, and the water from our kitchen sink is pretty darn good, gotta say. Oh, and if Susie Overholtz is still here, she might be asleep by now. But this lip stain is one of the set of 5 that she sent me. You really love the Day Meds song too. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you to both of you, because I really I've been feeling sort of meh about it, but I don't really trust because I'm feeling all sorts of different kinds of ways. Um, so I don't really trust where my assessments are at right now. At least for the next couple of days. I'm kind of a hormonal jerk. The corner booth. Everyone is welcome and everything is allowed with consent. Ask me about my turd spurtle, Deanna Downey. Turd spurtle. Yeah, we don't kink shame. But we might kink ask why. I think that came from a television show, though, so I don't think that I can actually use that. You love the Daymed song too, and I'm thinking I need to get it put on my alarm. All right, sunshines. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I feel better about that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I know that Gallo likes it, but Gallo doesn't get to hang out in here very often. The only rule for the corner booth, don't be a dick. Yeah. That really, we follow Wheaton's law here. Don't be a dick. And it's not that difficult, right? Except it really is for some people. Oh, you gotta walk the cats early tonight. Sent you pics of it and another special one. This is exciting. Let's take a look and see what we got from Bo Bees. Did you send it to me in my email or? Oh no, because it didn't go pting, so it must be in my email. Hasn't arrived yet. My family that still lives on the property my grandparents owned is on well water. It's usually okay. But right after they treat the well, it smells like straight up sulfur. Bobeats, you sent it to chowyunsmut@gmail.com, right? It has not arrived yet. Here it is. Okay. See, when Bo Beats says it's time to go out with the pussy stroller, this is what she means. Look at them. Look how happy with their little faces. And they're safe in their little stroller. And then this is Queen Alice. This is Bo Beats' mom, R.I.P. Well, may her memory continue to be a blessing. Look how cute the both of you are. She is regal, isn't she? An absolute queen. "25 years I've been living next door to Alice." Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? Still sitting here in awe about the poop knife and wondering if diets or plumbing with these lower toilets is failing in the US. And again, it's been around for so long. So long. My Henry would never consent to being in a stroller. He walks with us using his 4 paws. Well, good for Henry. But hey, sometimes the princess has got to be, or the princes or whatever, I don't know, but I think it's hilarious that they have a stroller. I think it's absolutely delightful. Also, Bo Beats, I don't know if you could be any cuter, but I kind of want to put your head on a keychain and just keep you with me all the time. I like the Daymed song too. I hum or sing both of them when I'm by myself, and if I'm with my mom or caregiver, I hear your voice singing them. Aw, thank you, Psych. OSA Fan Club, Fear Ella. We love Ella. Nicole Yonker. Hi. The low flush toilets are not always great. That is fair. My chicken is scared of the outside. Thanks, Xenu. Oh, I said it. Misha! Misha's here. And Kelly is here. SBTV never ends. Hi, y'all. And hello, Misha. You got here just in time for a Xenu Marlene. Yes, you did, because I said the word. Cheers to you, Misha. It's good to see you. I've missed you. And I did get your message earlier on Facebook. I didn't respond because I really suck at stuff like that, especially today. Today's not good. I have a fat, spiky egg clawing its way out of my ovary and going over the cliff into, like a flung lemming, into the abyss of my abdominal cavity, where it will be free range until it's reabsorbed, because ain't no place for it to go. Yep. Ooh, Pamela SP Butterfly has to brag on herself. Just completed day 365 of meeting my liquid/water consumption goal. Good job. Well done. I do not have a trophy, but I have Ella, and she's not mad at you. She's quite pleased. Yeah, that kind of egg. LSP, the freckle face artist. Hey, good to see ya. Oh, that's not the one I was trying to. Thanks, everyone. God, Cricket, you just made me start to cry. My mom was a real Christian woman, but she had a sense of humor, and I liked to tease, embarrass her, so sometimes I would sometimes bust out that song. Oh, no! I didn't mean to make you cry. Nance Drew is giving the update on the boob assault. Yes, the boob jitsu. Now, girl, I am queen of sock not answering, so behind on all my notifications. I just hope Mrs. Cricket's mom likes it. All right, let's say hi to LSP, the freckle face artist. Welcome, welcome. We're happy you're here. I don't recognize you from before, but I'm happy that you've popped up and said hello. Welcome to the corner booth. That description made me hurt, and I went through menopause years ago. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, I had the uterus 7 years ago. But they left the ovaries. Oops, gotta go mod. Okay, bye, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Have a good one. Yes, Hef, tit tech. Amazing. I had uterus 7 years ago, but they left the egg sacs. And my eggs are fat and spiky and angry little jerks. And I think they're trying to get their get back for having the uterus removed. So now they make me miserable. And I can tell you exactly which ovary is spitting out one of these fat, spiky bitches every month. This time, it's the left one. Neither one hurts more or less. They are equally painful. And it stinks. I hate it. Apparently, Nance Drew is going live at this hour. Talking about the tit tech. The boob jitsu. That's what I think. That's who's going live at this hour. I mean, Tori Magoo frequently goes live at this hour. But looks like Nance Drew is going live. And to be fair, I think she's out in LA, and or at least she was last time I saw footage of her. She was with DOA. If she's still in LA, it's only midnight there. So it's possible. Pamela. I love menopause. I had eggs like you. I would love for these eggs to be done. You need to get those eggs frozen. They're going to be worth a bundle. Why? Because they're spiteful? I don't know who would want them. Wonder Llama. Hi. Gotta go to bed, y'all. Hope you feel better. Sweet dreams, kids. Well, you sleep sweet as well, Wonder Llama. I'm glad for popping in, and I'm glad for you popping in and saying hi. I would love to yeet the eggs. I would love that. That would be fantastic. I told the surgeon, I'm like, listen, while you're rummaging around in there, you take a good look at those ovaries. And if they even look like they're shady, if they look like they might get shady, if they look like they're being recruited by a gang, yank them. She said, I'm glad that I have your permission to do that. And after the surgery, they said, she told me, yeah, the ovaries looked fine. Sorry. They looked healthy. I couldn't take them. I had no reason. Yep, they would be kind of like you. And have you ever met you? Oh, I have. The problem is, I think that any future child of mine that I would be giving half of their genetic makeup is going to wind up with anxiety and depression, because brain chemicals, y'all. And they also are going to have actual acid for saliva. Kind of like the alien has acid for blood. Mine would have acid for saliva, which means the kid would either wind up growing up being a superhero or a supervillain. Do you know what it's like to try to get into schools for one of those kids? I mean, it's impossible. You have to apply while the kid is still in utero. "25 years I've been living next door to Alice." Alice? Who the fuck is Alice? There you go, Bo Beats. Some years ago, the doctor did an ultrasound on me and said my right ovary was looking great. I said, wow, I'm so glad to hear that, because it was removed years ago and haven't had an update since then. Holy shit. Maya, you're a starfish. You regrew your ovary. That's amazing. You should go on That's Incredible. That would be great. If That's Incredible was still a show. It's not. Maybe contact Ripley? I don't even know how this goes with things. I kept asking if I was a shark when I had my teeth taken out, because there were more teeth that kept popping up. I'm like, I can't stop with the teeth. Am I a shark? You guys, do I have like 3 rows of teeth and I don't know it? And they're like, no, sadly, you're not a shark. And I did not spontaneously regenerate fallopian tubes or a uterus. So sadly, I do not contain starfish DNA. It makes me sad. I love you right back, Bo Beats. You never knew they did that. Never knew they did what, Bridget Alexander? They would have great humor and a big heart. That's true. And acid for saliva. You got to get them in the right schooling for that, you know? And it's oh god, it takes ages. Hey, Dirty Say-Ups. Hey, Jazzy Girl Sarah. Good to see ya. Minor details. You just supply the eggs and other perfect parents get to figure out all that child raising shit. Here's the other problem, Sunshines. I tried to sell my eggs. Give them away. I don't want them. Pay me to go through all the unpleasant shit and then take them away from me. I've got plenty. And so I called. They asked me all these questions. And then they said, no, we don't want your eggs. I said, pardon? Can you tell me why? Well, it's because you're too overweight. So apparently that means that my eggs were also fat. My ova are obese, as well as being spiky. So I guess that makes sense why it hurts so much when they claw their way out of the ovary. But yeah, fat spiky eggs, yo. Because I am too obese. They don't want my eggs. Oh well. That's a whole bunch of pleasantness or unpleasantness and injections and all kinds of shit that I didn't have to go through. They didn't want my eggs due to my weight. That is correct, Jazzy Girl Sarah. That is correct. Due to my weight, they did not want my eggs. Yep. Too fat. They don't want fat DNA. That's right, Maya. Barbara. Busted. Obese and spiky. I just can't lurk now. I know, right? We lured you out with the talk of obese, spiky eggs. You were on one earlier, and you were freaking hilarious. Oh my God. With you thought they took all or nothing. No, Bridget, it depends, you know. They found a cyst on one of my fallopian tubes, and I had already had them cauterized, which I referred to as burning the bridges. And so they yanked those. And we already knew that they were going to be taking the cervix and the uterus. They left the ovaries so that I didn't have to wear my hormones in a transdermal patch on my skin. They took the ovaries, or they left the ovaries there because they were in good shape and they had no medical reason to yank them. So yeah, oftentimes they will leave the ovaries if they can. If they at all can, if there's in any way, if they look healthy, they kind of have to leave them. They can't just go yanking out things willy-nilly. So now it's the bridge to total freedom. Like I said, out of the ovary, over a cliff like a flung lemming. Which came first, the cricket or the egg? Well, probably me. Because I got fresh with myself a couple of days ago. And this didn't start until this morning. So, pretty sure it was me. Good to see you, Bilf. Good to see you. My ovaries are still in, though I had a hyst in 2008. Yep, very, very, very common. I think we've lost some of the men. Yeah, but then we gained one because Dusty Soda Fountain is here. Hello, good to see you. Hello, Cult Water. Do you know if an elective hysterectomy is allowed, or docs need to show that it's, yes, they did actually take my cervix. I have a photo of it where it's attached to my uterus, and both of them are sitting next to a packet of saltines for scale. Do you know if an elective hysterectomy is allowed, or do docs need to show it's medically necessary? The docs need to show it's medically necessary. And I've had documentation for that since I was young. They started me on, when they ran out of options, they started me on Darvon when I was 16 years old because the cramps were so bad. And it never got better. And I asked for a hysterectomy for my 16th birthday. And the doctor said, no, it's a little too early for that. Pat. You'll change your mind. What about your eventual husband? Meanwhile, I still don't have a husband, and I have never changed my mind. And I knew from the time I was 4 that I didn't want kids. I did not eat those saltines afterwards. I did not, Nicole Yonker. Going to bed. Good night. Good night, Dusty Soda Fountain. Sleep sweet, honey. Thanks for popping in. I have an ophectomy. Does that mean an oophorectomy? Similar. The spelling is weird. A woman should be able to choose. That is true, Gretchen Only. But because of the fact that you work with insurance companies, you know what fuckers they can be. And women who are premenopausal, who are capable of getting pregnant, who have not done yet, those women are considered pre-pregnant by the insurance companies. Because they just figure that everybody's going to want to get knocked up. Everybody's going to want to spawn. Other people out there spawning way more than me. They make up for the fact that I didn't. But they patted me on the head and patronized me and put me through all kinds of bullshit and decades of pain. Because everyone thought, oh, you'll change your mind. Well, I'm 50. I've never been married. As a matter of fact, I got dumped by somebody after a couple of years, 2.5 years, something like that. Because he thought he was going to change my mind. I told him on the second date that I was never having children. And I told him why. And he dumped me because he thought he was going to be able to change my mind. And he couldn't. And he was mad about it. He was bitter. And decided that he was going to go and try to find somebody that he could marry and get all babied up. Because I wasn't having it. Oh, you don't. Ah, smart. You are so smart. I don't work with insurance because it is a nightmare. Yes, it is. I would rather reduce my rates significantly to make things affordable to my clients than have insurance companies dictate my practice. You are the smartest. I have even more admiration for you now than I did before, Gretchen. Yeah. Because because I've worked with insurance companies on both sides of things. I've been a policyholder, but then I've also been working with for the providers to try and get coverage from the companies. And some are significantly better to work with than others. I'll just say that. But that's incredible and good for you. Bilf would get a vasectomy if he was into the mortal sin of fornication. Well, perhaps with women. I know that you've got something going on with some of the other people who occasionally are in this chat. And don't even try to tell me you don't. I have seen. Technically, if medically insurance isn't included and one is paying up front with cash, many things are possible. Yeah, they don't really let you do that for surgeries. Not that I've seen, anyway. If you want to go a little underground for it, but then I would feel a little bit weird about getting surgery from like somebody that I encountered who was willing to do that and just take cash for it. But I hear where you're coming from. Barbara had to have a blood test to find out she had gone through menopause years earlier. Nice. I had to have all my innards falling out before they'd do it for me, even though a third pregnancy would probably kill me. Yep. Yep, this girl literally had her innards falling out of her body before they finally said, oh, yeah, maybe this is a problem. Maybe we could do something about this. Jazzy girl Sarah had awful problems from age 20 onward until you had your hyst in '08. Been on birth control pills for many years due to heavy flow and awful cramps. Yes. Absolutely. My wife had a blocked tube and the other removed after ectopic. Doctor said we'd never conceive. We adopted twice, then our miracle arrived. He's now 18 and in uni. That's awesome. That's incredible. Good for you guys. And also, I'm really glad that you adopted. You know, the Mona Lisa touch procedure is also not covered by insurance, yet it helps women in many ways, including improved sexual experience. I don't know what the Mona Lisa touch procedure is. Would you please educate me? Because now I'm interested. Oh, ablation. Yes, scorched earth. I have a few pro bono clients I took on because they're on Medicare and very low income. We can offer a percentage of clients pro bono. Yep. Mona Lisa touch. Is that why she's smiling? You know, it might be. Trying to holler at an Englishman for that NHS eligibility. I hear you, Bill. I hear you, baby. I would consider you a real doc. And you listen you listen and absorb more than most that I've spoken to. So, yeah. We all want to know what this Mona Lisa touch thing is. What is the Mona Lisa touch procedure? We got to know. I mean, I could GTS, but I don't want to do that while I'm live. Unlike some people, Aaron Smith-Levin, I only have the one monitor, and it's the one I'm looking into. No, I don't think that's the right Mona, Barbara. I don't think she's talking about the land hippo. I have a lot of questions too, Maya. Maybe Alan knows. Maybe it's something really big down under. Ah, here we go. Jazzy girl Sarah rocked that GTS. The Mona Lisa Touch is a CO2 fractional laser that delivers thousands of tiny beams of light into a specific area. New procedure based on a unique concept and designed to restore the trophic conditions of the vaginal and vulvar area. Oh my. Non-invasive. No, Jazzy, Tampa, Barbara, it's not a laser in your anything, but it's apparently restorative. Wait, no. Helps with dryness, among other things. Laser beams destroy vaginal tissue and stimulate your vaginal tissue to generate new blood vessels and produce more collagen and elastin. And yet, not covered by insurance. Well, of course it's not covered by insurance because it helps women. That's why. That's why we've put so much, Barbara. Barbara slays me every single day. No, get back here. Counts out Alan then. Barbara. I like it dry. I'm good. Matt White is dad to 3, father to 1, and godfather to another one. Good on ya. Good on ya. Yeah, the guy that dumped me because I wouldn't be his broodmare came back like 6 months later and asked if I would consider a surrogate or this or that. And I'm like, would you consider adopting? He had to go away and think about it. And when he came back, the answer was no. No, he wouldn't. Had to be the fruit of his loins. I have a friend who is postmenopausal and had it done, and it was life-changing for her. That sounds amazing. Okay, Sarah doesn't want that procedure, but I might. I don't use that region of my body for any of the fun, kinky stuff anymore. I mean, I get fresh with myself every once in a while, but I haven't visited the town that Reese is so fond of very often. But God, that sounds amazing. That sounds incredible. I know a number of people who would probably be able to benefit from that significantly. I wonder if it helps. Friend is sexually active. I wonder if it helps people who currently have to. Okay, so it helps with the collagen and elastin production, stimulates blood flow. Because I know people who have to take Premarin, but that's because, they had a total hyst, no ovaries, no nothing, and things are going a little wobbly, shall we say, and not in a fun way. I would like to adopt a child who is already an adult and cooler and wealthier than me. Hey, Ann Hummingbird, good to see ya. Yeah, any idea about the cost? That's a good question. I imagine it would vary wildly from state to state and provider to provider if you could find somebody who's doing it. So that's the first hurdle, is finding somebody who's performing it. Wish women had a choice and that it was cheaper. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I had decades of medical documentation that made it so when I finally talked to a surgeon who is also a female, she said, "Well, what about this? Well, what about that?" And I said, "I don't know why I'm hanging on to the damn thing. I'm never gonna use it. Take it out. Let's have it tanned. I can use it as a coin purse one day and a hobo bag the next." I mean, they're pretty stretchy, right? So, but I have no use for the darn thing. Get rid of it. And she went, "Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Ever had any kids? No. Ever wanted any kids? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it." I'm like, where was this woman decades ago? Repurpose that shit. Damn right, Sarah. Damn right. Repurpose that shit. I was willing. They wouldn't let me. No, it has to go to pathology. Me. Before resulting to lasers, the insurance company will likely suggest trying to solve one side of the Rubik's Cube first and working from there. Yeah. Yeah. Everything's expensive in California. That's true. Mine was certainly good for nothing, full of tumors from childhood, my doctor said. Oh, that's nice. They couldn't figure out why my uterus was giving me such a hassle for so long. There was no endometriosis, no tumors, there was that one cyst on my fallopian tube, and that's about it. Um, it might have been slightly tilted, and they said it was undersized, but it also had never been used for its intended purpose, so it's not like it was gonna be a big baggy thing anyway. Um, yeah, we put the packet of saltines next to it because it really was not very much bigger in length than the, packet of saltines, and that's with the cervix attached to it. I keep a photo of it on my phone so that every once in a while I can look at it and go. But I did tell it off when I was all jacked up on the drugs after they rolled me out of recovery and got me situated on the surgical floor in my room. Uh, woo! I was messed up, and, here comes my surgeon with a little ice cream bucket, had my uterus in it. Doctors sometimes don't trust women to know what they want. Yeah, even after they'd been saying it for decades and decades and decades. This doctor, who eventually, finally referred me to the lady doctor, um, had gone to a symposium. And somebody spoke at that symposium and said that women, uh, the only, all women's pain is in their heads. It's all psychosomatic. It's not actually real. And this doctor believed him. And that made life very, 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 very difficult for the majority of his practice. You have no idea how long a packet of saltines is. About this big square. They're not real big. Little packet has 2 saltines in it. Even female surgeons can be a-holes. That is true, and hummingbird. Um, Yeah, no, I'm not kidding you, Brian Lucas. He actually believed that. Actually believed it. Yeah, saltines, Alan, are they're crackers. They're small, square crackers. They're like matzah, but with salt and a little bit lighter and fluffier. Not fluffier so much, but um, flakier, more airy than matzah. If you look up saltine crackers, Alan, you will not be scarred by the vision. They're relatively, that was very Freudian of him, wasn't it though? They're a pretty bland little thing, inoffensive. You can GTS and they should, what it returns should be relatively uh, mundane, shall we say. Shut up, Anne Hummingbird. That is hilarious. I swear when we still had phone books, there was a female gyno and her name was Dr. Bonnie Beaver. It would only be better if she were Scottish. That would make it even better. I don't know who the presenter at the symposium was, but he was a douche rocket, and he passed his views on to my doctor, who took them on 100%. So, yeah, much to the suffering of a significant portion of his patients. And he never trimmed his nose hair, and goddamn. All doctors think women are not truthful about pain. Sorry, guys, but we have pain. Not all doctors. I will say not all doctors. And I'm not trying to be that. Not all men. I'm not trying to be that asshole. But I can tell you that the doctor I had before this one was really good. And I mean, granted, she was female, but she was great. And she was helping me look for answers. This new one has also been, I gotta say, really good, but I'm trying to train him up right. He's a brand new baby doctor. He's so new. He's right out of his residency. And, so we're trying to get him trained up right. Saltines are like Ritz crackers, but square. Yes, Matt White. Yes. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I have fibromyalgia and that is a whole thing in and of itself. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, Sophia. This same doctor who eventually believed that that women don't feel actual pain, that we just have psychosomatic pain. He said, "Oh, well, blah blah blah, and maybe you can try this for your fibro." And I went, "I have fibro?" "Well, you have myofascial pain." "Yes." "Well, so you have fibro. They're the same thing." "No, they are not. One can be a symptom of the other." "But why do I have to tell you this?" I mean, yeah, he's just, "Oh, well, myofascial pain. It must be fibro, right? I mean, we got to have some kind of a name to throw at it. May as well use that one." So, yeah, that was That was fun. And when I was told I had Epstein-Barr, people were like, "Oh, you have the yuppie flu." Cute. You're not sick. You're just lazy. Every doc thought my itch was in my head for 27 years. Turned out my spinal cord was almost completely impinged. So adorable. Wow. Yeah, and Hummingbird, you can still go see Dr. Bonnie Beaver. You should call her. Find out if she sells t-shirts. I would wear a t-shirt from that doctor. Who knew itch and pain travel in the same pathways? Neurosurgeons. Yeah, damn right, Barbara. Yep. It's all nerve sensations. Yeah. Have mercy. Speaking of pain, it's still a little red right there. That's where I got my shingles shot. It's still a little warm, but it's not as hot as it was before. Really itchy though. Itchy, itchy, itchy. Yeah, and ask if she's Scottish. Ask if she's Scottish. That's hilarious. What a great name. Aye, it's a bunny beaver, lass. Oh my. All right, Duff's just going to kick my ass for that one. That was terrible. We should get Nora riffing on that. Her Scottish accent is much better than mine. Have you tried switching detergents? No, doctor. Why didn't I think of that? For 27 years. Yeah, I can't imagine I did anything at all to try to... Humans. One of my favorite quotes is, "Damn these human beings. If I had invented them, I would hide my head in a bag." I agree with that. It's so hard. Nice one, Matt White. I don't get hangovers. It's wine flu. Nice. I don't get hangovers at all, actually, but that's a good one. People would walk up to me to tell me my arms were bleeding. I'd be like, "I know." Well, yeah, because you were so busy trying to claw the skin off of them because of the itch, right? Lord. Yeah, Anne Hummingbird is going through it. She is still going through it. She is not the only one. Yes, indeed. To Bonnie Beavers. Both the doctors and the lassies. Oh, and tonight, a rat in the kitchen. Lovely. You know, I think your tales of rats, Anne Hummingbird, may have affected my dream last night. There were rats in my dream. Zena Marlene to Bonnie Beavers. Oh, it's like when my doctor asked me, "Have you tried losing weight?" No, that could never have occurred to me. You know you're obese, right? What? I have got to stop buying my mirrors at a fun house. It's like that one doctor who drew me a map of the grocery store, because I clearly had no idea where they hid the fresh fruits and vegetables. Help me. Your itch is gone during waking hours. Well, at least it's not there during waking hours anymore. Have you considered wearing mittens to bed? or gloves of some sort. Sheathe the talons while you sleep. Ugh. Yes, I've been using this for a long time, Matt. Matt White. It's not boxed wine. It's Card Bordeaux. Tell me, Matt, what is your FARC handle? Rats in the kitchen means you're planning a trip to Disney World or Disneyland. That's funny. Yep, I've been calling it Card Bordeaux for ages. Gretchen, basically, you're the only one who's involved in, you're one of the very, very few who are involved in the medical or quasi-medical profession that we trust. The only one. One of very few that we trust. Because you're one of us. Gabba, gabba, one of us. Show you the scars from my neck to my fingers on the cruise. Oh, honey. And I'll just hand you a tube of snail gel. Here. Slather yourself in this twice a day. Stuff is amazing, not gonna lie. Yeah. Dang. All right, my loves. I think I'm gonna. Ooh, what's Sophia saying? I could barely walk after a twisted knee, and because I pushed through and walked in myself, they thought I was exaggerating. Oh my God. No, I just played handball and am a woman with cramps. I'm tough. Yep. Yep. It's not a bald spot, it's a thumbprint. Thankfully, allergy meds, Vaseline, and sensitive skin products help me. Yep. That's good stuff. I've been to Disneyland. I've enjoyed Disneyland. I've never been to Disney World. I've never been to the one in Florida. Well, I've been to downtown Disney, but I've never actually gone to the parks. Going back for third cervical surgery after my lumbar surgery. Damn, Barbara. Sometimes I trust my son when I'm not trying to adopt him out. He's into drugs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sunshines. That's agonizing, isn't it? Yeah, I walked into an ER in acute spasm. My entire back. And I could barely move. I couldn't even breathe too deeply because expanding my lungs in the back caused those muscles to get super pissed off and just spasm again. I was in breathtaking amounts of pain. And when they triaged me, the woman who was doing the triage looked so bored, and she's like, all right, level from 1 to 10, was 1 being no pain at all and 10 being the worst pain that you can imagine. What is your pain level now? I said, well, the brain doesn't allow you to imagine or remember actual pain, but I can tell you that my 10 is viral meningitis that I had for 6 weeks when I was in my 20s. I am at that level now. And she just kind of looked at me and she rolled her eyes on her way back to her little computer. The resident working the ER that fine weekend day didn't touch me at all. He asked me a lot of questions, and he leaned up against the counter with his arms folded like this. did not physically examine me at all. And said, "Well, we can give you some, some kind of a painkiller and a muscle relaxer." And I said, "What kind of painkiller were you thinking?" And he said, "Well, probably ibuprofen." I said, "Okay, except it doesn't work for me." I ate so much ibuprofen when I was a teenager. Now it has precisely zero effect. I could eat a fistful of M&Ms and a fistful of Advil. The only difference that either one of them would make is that the chocolate would make my ass bigger. "Well, don't do that." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not planning on it." "Oh, so ibuprofen doesn't work?" "Not anymore. No. What else you got?" "Well, I'm not going to give you narcotics." Okay, not asking for narcotics. You want to give me a shot of Toradol? It's only a King Hell anti-inflammatory, and you get the added satisfaction of knowing that it burns when you inject it into me. But it's effective. And it's not a narcotic. So, well, so then he went away. He didn't like me very much, I guess. I had, information that he didn't agree with, so he didn't like me very much. And he went away. And in comes the actual doctor, not a resident. The supervising, I don't remember what they're called in an ER. But he came in and he talked to me, and I'm like, your boy over there really upset about the fact that ibuprofen doesn't work for me. And told me in a shocked voice that he wasn't going to give me narcotics when I didn't ask for them. He's like, "Well, see, here's the fun thing about students. There are 5 different classes of NSAIDs. And when you ask them about them, their eyes kind of glaze over." I'm like, "Okay, that doesn't help me at all, though." And, so he asked me some questions, and he said, "Well, I'm going to prescribe this. You want to be very careful when you're taking it, blah, 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 very serious stuff." And I went, "Okay, so basically Toradol in pill form?" He said, "Yeah, this is not your first rodeo, is it?" I said, "No, no, it's not." Um, and, uh, and a prescription for a muscle relaxer. And then they came in. I know I didn't fawn over his vast competence. Then they came in. The one of the nurses came in to give me medication, and they said, "This is a painkiller, and this is a muscle relaxer." And I said, "What kind of painkiller are you giving me?" And he said, "Ibuprofen, 800 milligrams." I said, "Okay. And what's the muscle relaxer?" And I fully expected him to say, "Oh, it's Flexeril," because, or cyclobenzaprine, because that's bog standard muscle relaxer. It's inexpensive and it's everywhere. He said, "Valium." I said, "Pardon me?" "It's Valium." I must be hallucinating. Can you say that one more time? "It's Valium." And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, "Okay, so resident was absolutely scandalized when I told him that ibuprofen doesn't work for me, but is totally okay with giving me a benzo. Really? Well, then I looked at the prescriptions that they sent me out with, and the muscle relaxer that they prescribed for me was Valium. They gave me the King Hell and NSAID and a prescription for Valium as my muscle relaxer. Yes, I know it functions like that. But I mean, Flexeril, guys, it's a thing, and it doesn't have much in the way of street value. Well, then I learned something very important that night. I learned that if you give me Valium, all of the hundreds of editors that I have in my head on duty at any time, all get on a plane with a picture of Mai Tais and fuck off to Tahiti. None editors. No filters. I have to take myself entirely away from all the social medias. And I tell them, you want to play the home game? You can call me or text me or come on over. I'm removing myself from the internets until this is out of my system, because all of my editors go away. I have some 2,000 friends on Facebook. I would have 7 by the time I was done if I allowed myself to stay online. It would not be pretty. Now, what am I seeing? What happened to Ann Hummingbird? Idiot pet sitter told paramedics that he didn't know what was wrong with me. Maybe I OD'd, so I was given Narcan when I had my stroke. Oh, that was effective, I bet. What the hell? Psych on the Rocks is back, but sleepy. Okay. Yeah, the fuck? Bridget Alexander. My entire life. Yeah, that's a good question. Did you sue him? Did you beat him with a stick? Oh, yeah, Nicole. See, and I didn't know that that's what was going to happen because I'd never taken Valium before. And so they gave it to me in the hospital and I eated it and then went out to a group dinner that night with a whole bunch of people that I didn't know. And normally that's the cue for me to be the quiet one, hanging out in the corner by myself, just kind of having a conversation with my plate. But I was apparently quite amusing that night. And that was when I learned, because the whole next day people were like, oh my God, you were so funny. I can't believe you said whatever it was. And I'm like, I said that in front of people? Nice. Yeah, it was good times. I was not quiet. Not even a little bit. I was a social butterfly. I talked to everybody. When I had LASIK, they gave me Valium and Vicodin. Oh, I love Vicodin. I've been told I had a conversation with my teddy bear. Very nice. And by a conversation with, I'm assuming that it's very possible the teddy bear spoke back to you, which is great. I'm sure that teddy bears probably have a lot to say. We just don't usually let them. Today I learned anti-diarrhea meds have an opiate. What, like Imodium? Has an opiate in it? That's fascinating. I was not aware. They sell that shit on the open market. Even over here in the US, where they don't sell anything over the counter without they want to see an ID and get a blood sample. It's possible the teddy bear answered, I have no memory of the conversation. Yeah. All right. Well, I said I was going to do this like 15 minutes ago, and now I mean it. I'm going to wind things down because I'm not going to sit here and eat chocolate while I'm on the stream with y'all. That's just rude. So yeah, I'm going to drink more wine and I'm going to eat more chocolate. And I'm going to try to get over this ovulation pain. I learned that stomach acid meds have antihistamines. Lomotil has atropine. Okay. I've had the distinct pleasure of listening to the pharma reps come through the clinics. I would love to watch some of those little meetings. I really would. I'm not going to lie, though. I also want the pens. I'm here for the swag. I go to trade shows. Half the time I go to trade shows, it's just for the pens and the sticky notes. I'm not going to lie. I want the pens. And if they're good pens, so much the better. If it's a pen that has Viagra plastered all over the side of it, yeah, I'm about that. If you run out of Benadryl, take Pepsid. Interesting, Barbara. Thanks for help with the lunch. Eggs are a good starting point, you know. When I had my tubes fried, when I had my fallopian tubes cauterized, I, again, was all drugged up, and they brought me out into the waiting room, and the person that was going to take care of me that day was waiting to pick me up, and he said, wow, you haven't had anything to eat in a long time. Are you hungry? Yes. Ravenous. Where do you want to go? IHOP. Oh, you're wanting your pancakes, huh? Nope. What do you want from IHOP? Eggs. I think it's appropriate. He just kind of looked at me and went, there's really something fucking wrong with you, isn't there? I went, mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, that's what I do. Apparently when I had a uterus eviction party the week before I had my uterus evicted, and we all got together for Mexican food and margaritas, and we celebrated the fact that I was going to soon be spayed. I suggest to one such rep we need an anti-suppressant that causes weight loss and increases libido. He looked at me kind of surprised. I know. What a big fucking shock, isn't it? They came out with Viagra 1,000,000 years ago. I mean, I know it's a vasodilator and it was meant for that, but I did lose eggs. I needed a refill. That's true. When they are a vasoconstrictor, I don't remember what it was, but either way, yeah, they give it to you for certain heart issues. But I mean, we all know what Viagra is for. Viagra is the stiffy pill. Have they ever tried to find something that works as an analog for women? Of course not. Why should we do that? I mean, the female orgasm is a myth anyway. And if they're depressed, they may as well be fat. They're probably already fat. That's why they're depressed. Let's make them fatter. Then they'll use our pills forever because they'll stay depressed. And then, yeah. It was a blood pressure medicine. Yes. Okay. I can't remember if it's a vasodilator or vasoconstrictor, but either I think it's a dilator. But I've been wrong before. What the hell do I know? It's just, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have another glass of wine and I'm gonna eat some of this chocolate. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I was feeling really crappy at the beginning of the night, except for the news about Beth. And someone called Laura fat? Are you kidding me? Somebody apparently is disgusting. Ridiculous. Anyway, I did a lot of laughing this evening, and I think some of you did too, and I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with me in the corner booth. All 58 of you, even if you were just lurking, even if you weren't in the chat, I'm happy that you were here spending time with us. That means a lot. Please check to see if you're still subscribed, if you had subscribed before. Please feel free to subscribe if you haven't done so already, seeing as it's fast, free, and painless. Hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. I'm not trying to tell people what to think. We do have memberships available. I only have one level, $2.99 for everybody. And if you wish to support the channel in a way that YouTube does not eat 30%, you will find many ways to do so down in the description box below. I've got PayPal, I've got the Venmo that Denver Steve-O made me get, I've got a P.O. box, and my Amazon wish list is down there now. So, no, that would be Lara FM, SP Fanny, and I can't believe that anyone called her fat because she's literally about this big around. Do we have anybody to raid? That's a good question. I heard that Nance was coming on. I don't see anything from Magoo. And she's usually been the one who is on this late. Yeah, I don't see any notifications right now from anybody. So I don't know who you could raid because I don't know who might be on, Kimberly. Nance just finished her stream. All right, Miss Sunrise Dawn, who's on? Is there anybody on that you know of that they can go raid? Because I would love to send people out. And we can't raid Magoo anyway because one of her mods says that raiding is an OSA thing. And I mean, yeah, I'm OSA, so. Yeah, I don't know who else might be live. Confident Chris and Jessica. Confident Chris and Jessica are Jessica Palmadessa. They are live. Go raid them. Go raid Confident Chris and Jessica Palmadessa, and you tell them I sent ya. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you rest well, that you raid successfully, that you sleep sweet, you have a good morning, good night, good afternoon. Yep, Confident Chris or Jessica, either one of them. Head on over to See That Gang. Tell them I sent you. Tell them it's a room raid. I love you all, and I hope that you have a great one. See you tomorrow. Same bug time, same bug channel. Peace to you.